I remember a song sung by the Afrobeat king, Fela and Nicola Kote. And it goes like this. It's a song that talks about confusion. It goes like this. Moto they come from north. Moto they come from south. Moto they come from east. Moto they come from west. They all now converge at the center point. And there is no traffic light. There's no policemen. There's no traffic controllers. There's no traffic warding. There's no officers of the law in that junction. What will you think will happen? And Fela told us clearly, confusion. That is exactly what Edo State is right now. Confusion. Don't get the title twisted. The title is a no to Asue lghodalo. Is a no to Godwin Obaseki. And also a no to Governor Godwin Obaseki is also a no to Asue lghodalo. With that I say, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Ini TV and Ini Expose. Remember, we are global and social commentators. All we preach here is good governance. All we preach here is good governance. And we also preach, again, good governance. We'll never stop preaching about good governance because we believe that Nigeria will lack good governance in all the states of that beautiful countries. But I am specifically concerned about my state, Edo State, because of the coming election come September 21st. There's the governorship election coming up. And you all know, as I do, that my candidate is the best of the best. There's a lot of people aspiring to be the governor. I think we have about 17 parties, and each party is represented by someone. But the theory running, the theory forefronters, the theory in front are APC, PDP, and my lovely Labour Party. And the flag bearer is Olumide Osaigbovo Akpata, the best of the best. Olumide Osaigbovo Akpata is the best of the best. We have skipped his campaign to the interior because we are still collecting places he visited. It was an outright success. I will come to you on Monday. Today is Saturday. I will be bringing you videos of his visit to the northern part of Edo State. How the people came out to welcome the Labour Party. How the people came out to welcome Olumide Osaigbovo Akpata. And how the people came out to welcome the deputy. Don't forget, the deputy is the son of the soil. He is from the north. He is a senior advocate of Nigeria, SAN. Anyway, we will have time to talk about him. We will have time to talk about him. But first, this is why we are making this video. Because Olumide is somebody that everybody, as the day progresses, as the hours count, a lot of people are turning their back on other candidates and they are coming to Olumide Osaigbovo Akpata. Why? Because the Bible tells us you cannot light a lamp and hide it under the bed. When you light a lamp and put it on the stand, people will see it and they will come. Olumide is the light for Edo State. Olumide is the chosen one. Olumide is God's blessing to Edo State. Listen to him talk. Listen to him educate Nigeria on what he wants to do. He has a clear vision of what he wants to do. All the wards will have primary health care. All the wards, not local government now. All the wards. Education. He stressed a lot about education. Agriculture, securities, the lives and property of Edolites matters a lot to him. And above all, network of roads. This is what he keeps saying every day. You wake Olumide today, he go tell you the way I've listed it. All wards must have primary health care. You know how many wards we have in Edo State? Find out. Close to 200. I think there's about 190 something wards. He's telling us that all the wards will have primary health center. That is what he has promised. He keeps saying it. If you ask him, the next thing he will tell you, agriculture. Farmers must be able to be given subsidies to be able to produce. If you ask him again, he will talk about security. Ask him again, he'll talk about education. Ask him again, he'll talk about network of roads. You know, this anytime you will see Olumide or Saibo Bakpata, just ask him. If you have opportunity to see him, these are the things he will tell you. He will tell you today, he will tell you tomorrow, he will tell you. This is a man who has a clear vision of what he wants to do and how he wants to even go about it. He has even said that each ward, the primary health center, will have 2 doctors, 2 nurses, 2 administrative staff, and 2. He has lined it up. So this video is not to talk about him, because the man way don't go. Olumide is on top. Olumide is on top. This video is for those who still are blinded, or because of stomach infrastructure, what they will gain in a day. They are still thinking, let's stick to APC or PDP. I want to surprise you guys now. Why I said a no to Asue lghodalo is a no to Governor Godwin Obaseki. And a no to Governor Godwin Obaseki is a no to Asue lghodalo. Finance. That is the topic for today. So what we have, if you Google it, how much is Edo State owing? The first thing that will come to your mind is confusion. They will tell you that the APC disagree with the PDP on how much the PDP, how much Obaseki, Governor Godwin Obaseki, is owing. You see, it is not clear how much he's owing, because he has borrowed so much. At every given point in time, he has borrowed so much that calculating it will be difficult. But what we intend to do was to give you the benefit of that. Some areas that we are not too sure, we will just leave it aside. Still, Edo State is owing more than 468 trillion naira. A lot of people have said 600 trillion naira. That's what a lot of people are saying. But we have done our research, and we think it's nothing less than. It could be the 600 that people are saying, but nothing less than 468 trillion naira. What do? We divided this debt into 2: external debt and domestic debts. How do we differentiate these debts? For example, remember the secretariat that Obaseki said he has renovated. Imagine if, even though he has renovated that building, he's still owing the contractors. He has not finished paying. Such a debt, we will record it as internal debts. So we don't want to talk about those debts, because normally most of those debts are not too much, and these contractors or our people, we know that we can renegotiate paying this debt with them. So we are not going to talk about those debts. I don't say have this debt, but we don't want to talk about that. We want to talk about the bigger debts from these big established monetary bodies that if you don't pay, there's no way. Like the IMF, the World Bank, a lot of financial houses that is known all over the world. First of all, they said we have $315 million as external debts. 315 is what we calculated. If we convert it to naira, there's about 468 trillion that we said. Fine. Even some few months back, these are fresh loans. Obaseki took 9 billion naira to the House of Assembly. That is like, they are not functioning, and they approve. And this was what made the APC chairman, Jared Tenebe, came out and said, that money that the House of Assembly approved has not project fixed. What he was saying was that money was approved like that. There was nothing fixed to that money. That money was not assigned to do nothing. That 9 billion was not assigned for anything. Because when you are borrowing money, for example, I need 5 million. I will put what I'm going to use it for, to buy a car, or to buy a bike, or to make a farm. But 9 billion naira has no project name. Nothing was attached to it. So what is Obaseki doing with a 9 billion naira? Recently, just some few months back, a couple of months back. So the question we're asking is, what is he going to do with 9 billion naira in addition to what he has borrowed? He also the beginning of the year, borrowed 135 billion naira, $35.6 billion. Also, he borrowed. He has been borrowing. He also borrowed 17.5 billion naira. Is it this borrowing of a thing has made Edo State the third debtors of all the states in Nigeria. First of all, it might interest you to know that Lagos State is the number one. But don't forget, Lagos State is so rich. Lagos State can clear its debt in 1 month because Lagos State is rich. The number two is Kaduna. Don't forget, it was the ex-governor, the governor that just left, I don't want to call his name, that also wrecked that state. These are states that are APC and PDP states. APC and PDP states are the ones wrecking states, making states poorer. And by the time a state is poor, there's a high possibility that taxes will go up, because that is one of the way that the state can create revenue. And we are shouting that the people are poor, that poor man no dey see food eat, person wey no see food eat, person wey no get work. Now you want increase in tax? But don't forget, these governors, they don't have that empathy that Olumide Osaigbovo have. They don't have that feeling of Osaigbovo Olumide. They don't have that human approach like Labour Party has. Remember, Labour Party is people-oriented party. Labour Party is for the people. Papa, mama, pikin. The people comes first. But it is not so in all these states that are being governed by APC and PDP. And that is why we are crying that Asue lghodalo, say no to Asue lghodalo. You'll be saying no to Governor Godwin Obaseki. Say no to Governor Godwin Obaseki. You'll be saying no to Asue lghodalo. Somebody is asking me, how does all these things you're saying concern Asue lghodalo? This is where we are going. We wanted to begin to wash your brain first, so that you'll be asking this question. And now that you are asking this question, I want to quickly check you one thing before we go to Asue lghodalo. All the information that we got here from Debt Management Office, you can Google it if you are in doubt. Google it, find out how much Edo State is owing. And if it's less than the number I've given you, tell me. I will stop YouTube. If it's less than 468 trillion that I've told you, naira, I will stop YouTube. I will not. I'm doing this thing with passion. And that's why I don't come here every day. I work Monday to Friday. Most of the video you see me do at night, I have video done when I'm on break. A 30 minutes break I have, I just rushed. I skip my dinner. I rush to do a video. Now, this is the point we are coming out. You know, every state has a bank that they normally use. Every state. Some states can even have 2 or 3 banks that they always use, depending on the area they want to go. Edo State has uses one bank, and that bank is called Sterling Bank. Sterling Bank is the official bank of Governor Godwin Obaseki. That is the bank he uses to collect revenue, to pay for this, to pay contractors, to do this. That is the bank he used. And now, let me surprise you. Who was the manager, the chairman of that bank? Do you know who? He's Dr. Asue lghodalo. Are you beginning to cross your T's? This is a bank that is officially the bank of the state. And the next man that is coming to be the governor of this state is the former chairman of the state bank. The former chairman of the state bank. And we've been told that these two people were with. They were with Oshomole. I just pasted a picture here where Oshomole said he paid the debt before he left. At least his service sum to about 30% left. Oshomole just said his service. So how come we have as much when you have 2 guys that have told us that they are economists? They are great economists, and these are Obaseki, Governor Godwin Obaseki, and Asue lghodalo. They have been with Oshomore right from the start. So are you beginning to think what I am thinking? If all the transactions of the state is made through this bank, and the next governor or the man that is intending to be the next governor is the chairman of this bank, if there have been fraud, if there have been malpractices, if there have been embezzlements, if there have been kickbacks, kick fronts, kick side, don't you think the chairman of this bank, who happen to aspire to be the next governor, God forbid he becomes a governor, do you think he will know anything about what has happened? How this 468 trillion naira was incurred as debt? Do you think? So what am I saying? Godwin Obaseki is a very smart man, is an intelligent man. He knows he has used the state. He has used the state for his personal aggrandizement. And what is he trying to do now? He's desperately looking for how to cover his track so that you don't. He would, both of them will cook the book. So that even if you bring the greatest auditors in the world, when two of them have cooked the book, with one having a veto power to do anything in the state, and the other one having the financial with that, what do you think will happen? All the money we not go see him. See somebody that I love so much, Yaya Bello. Yaya Bello was the youngest governor that we were happy. Personally, I was happy with him because he was young. I see a situation where power will be transferred from this older generation to the young. But look at what he did. It is not even the governor of the state that is after him now, it is EFCC. Tell me who or which state has not have issue between the outgoing governor and the new one. The only thing is that this issue comes to light if they have different party. If they have the same party, party man, no man, they will cover it. Obaseki, when he came in, he was ranting. I'm going to probe Oshomole. I will do this. Up till today, I've not heard anything about Obaseki probing Oshomole. In fact, I've only heard that both of them have gone secretly to dine together. Oh God, my brother, open your brain, open your eyes. Don't let. See, Bob Marley says you can fool some people sometimes, but you can't fool everybody all the time. That is why we are saying a no to Governor Godwin Obaseki is a no to Asue lghodalo, and vice versa. A no to Asue lghodalo is a no to Governor Godwin Obaseki. This is part 8. We keep analyzing it. This part 8 has to do with finance. We keep analyzing it. Watch all the videos, part 1 to part 8 now. The more the election goes closer, the more we are happy that we chose Olumide Osaigbovo Akpata. Like I said before, in 2 days' time, we'll be doing a review of what happened in this campaign in the interior part of Edo State, the northern part precisely. My brother, my sister, the only way Obaseki can cover his financial trace, the only way Obaseki can cover his embezzlements, mismanagement, kickback, kick front, kick side, whatever kick you want to call it, is if Asue lghodalo comes in. And that was why he was desperate that Asue lghodalo comes in. If not, is Asue lghodalo the only viable candidate for your party? Why must he be your main man? Why are you desperate to bring in Asue lghodalo? The desperado is just too much. And Asue lghodalo, on the other hand, is desperate too. Two guys that are desperate. There is something behind it. Whether you believe or not, we have made our investigation and we have made our plan clear. Asue lghodalo is coming to cover up for Governor Godwin Obaseki. With that, we say, those who have ear, let them hear. This is Ini TV. We are global and social commentator. Remember, Ini TV and Ini Expose. And we'll ask you to please like and comment. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. The more we are, the merrier. And after you subscribe, just press the notification bell button so that each time we upload video, it comes directly to you. And for our returning subscribers, we say thank you, thank you, thank you. Remember, we love you, but God love you most. As it is the culture in this channel. We'll catch you when we make the next video. Until then, we'll say truth. Ciao. Adios. Au revoir. Hasta la vista. Bye bye. God bless you.